Why, hello everyone! Welcome back to Game 3 of the quarterfinals for the North American Open Tournament between me and Bottom Feeder. This is a bit of an interesting map, as you might see, as it's loop, right? I haven't played this in like forever. I haven't seen it in forever. This gentleman here picked it. I didn't think anyone was ever going to pick it, and I didn't think I was going to play it in this tournament, but here I am playing it. And in my opinion, I think I get the good side on this map. Maybe not. But I like playing on the side with the hill here. It makes pushing like into the top of this hill like very hard. I don't get access to the town though, which makes pushing into the town a fucking nightmare, but whatever. There's a lot more cover and stuff for me on top here. But it's been a very long time since I played this. I'm playing 8th US here against 5th Panzer. I had to choose my division first, and I think 8th for Loop is pretty well balanced. It's one of the divisions I used to play most back in the day when Loop was playing in the ranked pool. I wish it would come back, to be honest with you. I do miss Loop. I think it's a very unique gameplay and dynamic, but I know a certain balancing person didn't like how many fucking zones there were and how many 2-pointers there were, and it just like, yeah, anyway, I won't get into it. But yeah, so I'm gonna play it back like how I used to back in the old days, and that's very Abrams heavy and not very M60 heavy. I like doing a double Abrams push with Chaparral, IOC, and like Engineer Dragons, like a Bradley, and just sort of just keep like pushing down this road and like secure this zone. And then just like completely give up this side, but just sort of like sweep in for Echo after I take Delta, and then just sort of win through that way is my overall game plan. You'll see me ping here. This is just so I know where to put my my rifles, fire team law. This is I want to put them in positions where they can snipe shit as they're coming up the hill here, but not be able to be like shot down the hill, because as you'll see, like the line of sight is very tricky, right? As long as they don't get shot by tanks, I'm happy. But what do we got over here? He's got 22, rolling 3. I wonder if this is his entire deployment deployed right now. I don't know. It's a very infantry. I won Martyr Ivy 182. 182. Just rings. There's like no real heavy tank so far. I guess that's their deployment. That's absolutely nuts, in my opinion. I think that's nuts. Everyone these days, they play very IFV heavy, but I don't think that's really like the play to play it. Like I think tanks still like rule. But anyway, very interested to see what his orders are. Yeah. So he's just playing for like all wide across the map, very balanced. I am not doing that. I was a bit surprised by like the lack of stuff here at the start. He starts off with an AA. I just fucking barely miss it with my IHawk though, which is a bit tragic. I kind of want to push this, but I can't really like see the Milan 2, right? Because my recon's too far away. I was thinking that I was just going to be able to like blitz into here and drop a bunch of like helis infantry in there, but he ended up actually being on the side, and then I accidentally dropped them into they're all on 3, but that's alright. It one-taps both of them. I was in the middle of moving my IHawk, and that's a bit tragic because it left my fucking 810 out there, and it just sort of got sniped by that. I didn't even like see the FRF was still in there. I had no idea it was around. Really bummed because it could have used it to like clean up literally all of this shit here. Yeah, we're just sort of running at it. Accidentally get my my Abrams tank fucking shot by a TOW 2. So, you know, this is kind of like one reason why I like this side of the map, because you just spam the hill with a bunch of shit, a bunch of dragons and stuff like that, and then you just, like, camp, and there's not a whole lot they can do about it. I guess that's kind of the reason why this is, like, a bad map, is there's, like, a lot of wasted points not doing a whole lot everywhere. And, like, if you just sort of, like, be the one to attack first or whatever, you kind of just, like, get screwed. But yeah, we're having a pretty good start here. I've got pretty much everything I wanted besides, you know, my initial fuck up with the A10. Haven't really lost anything. Yeah, like, how the fuck do you push this? Like, what? I could see the Leopard 2A3 there. I'm trying to, like, be cheeky with it, you know, snipe some shit, but he smokes it off, tragically. I think on this map, like, helis is, like, very exploitable, because you can quickly maneuver to which side, like, very easily, and it's very hard to maneuver your AA around. So if you just don't have AA in one specific area, you kind of just get, like, boned by helis. That's from my own personal experience. I just got a single Bradley here defending this. I probably, yeah, there we go. I put a fire team lock, because it's always cheeky for someone to send, like, a fucking CV around the back here and cap. And it's always such a pain in the ass to get back there to back cap. This is one of the maps where I really started to utilize heli CVs, but I don't have them in my deck at the moment. I just, I've gotten very used to only having 2 cards as CVs. It's very nice for how I build my decks. But yeah, look at this fucking Malan too in this building. This is one of the more exploitable things. It didn't used to be like this. There used to be a bit more forest cover, so this shit didn't used to happen. But anyway, though. We got fucking MP Patrol M67s now on top of this hell. Like, this is like an absolute fortress. Got CVs, M60s, dragons on the back here. Like, wow. I almost get my fucking Eyehawk sniped by his artillery spam. I think that's his way he thinks he wants to get back in. I really should have been more aggressive and tried to do like a heli drop over here. But I didn't. I don't have a particular amount, like a heavy amount of helis in my deck. I should have been more balanced with taking more. I'm really all focused on this, though, and pushing through here. I really want this town. It's going to keep spamming out M60s, more recon, you know, more CEVs. I think this will be like 5 CEVs or something, or 4. I'm kind of transitioning here. I kind of want to bring some of these tanks over from this middle part here, and I kind of want to flank this position and just like really collapse in on this point here. I really don't like having units just sitting there wasted doing nothing. Yeah, as you'll see, the push out here is coming. Just an absolute wave of shit coming across. Maneuvering my tanks, trying to, you know, keep them out of line of sight here. Oh, that's tragic. I lose a heli to that Gepard right there. I got all these CV stacked on top of each other. Not ideal. Because when one gets stunned, they all get fucking stunned, right? So I spread them out. Good micro on me right there. I'm having a hard time seeing this fucking Milan 2, but we see it and we snipe it, so bye-bye fucking Milan 2, right? Got an A10 coming up here, gonna try and snipe some of this armor, right? I don't know how that survives. I guess the missile just like barely misses it. But anyway, I'm able to bring up the armor like I was saying, and now this is all stunned, and you know, this is all pretty good high vet, so I'm able to just keep forcing them back, provide the support I need, just keep pushing forward the infantry. The fucking Abrams just barely survives a miss from the F4R FAT. I got a bunch of armor up here in reserve. Things are going fantastic. Got a blob of shit over here. Just gonna sweep and clear my way through. Once again, I'm having to keep moving my Eyehawk every single time it fires because he's being a cheeky person over here trying to snipe it. things are going pretty well here. Just have a couple of HEGMs over here. Survive another miss, and we actually end up sniping that AT plane. But yeah, we just keep pushing over here. Getting side shot by a fucking 1A2. That's epic. This is not really the situation you want to be in. But pushing across the hill here is always dangerous. I lose one of my Abrams instantly. I'm not really the biggest fan of this side-shotting position, so I pull back. I don't want to be too aggressive. No reason to really overextend. These 1A2s are kind of fucking me up here a bit. Just barely don't get the kill on that 2A3. But yeah, things are going really, really well for me over here. I'm preparing for the inevitable counterattack on this left side here. I got some more tanks coming up here. Yeah, right now it's just getting healed up. I really need to start pulling back my my Abrams. I unfortunately lost my other one, but I could really use some more tank support on this side. Absolutely beautiful side shot there for my thing. Just constantly having to fucking refill my IHawk and move it every single time is getting really annoying. I really like Rangers these days. I think they're pretty nice. They'll lead infantry up like in CQC relatively quickly. Bit of an overextension on my part. Oops, gotta get that out of there. But of course, rolling 3s these days, they always one-tap shit. Oh yeah, so here I'm trying to maneuver my tanks across back, I'm running into the fucking Jaguar too. Got a nice flanking position with M60 and CEV over there. I'm trying to bully this Leopard 2A4, but it's not really going so well. I probably should have maybe pulled some of the more M60s from the mid to help out with this, because there's an absolute like spam of crap coming my way right now. Yeah, this is a grind if I've ever seen one. Spams out a bunch of these paws, and I don't really actually have any stingers or Pbatts. I only just have the chaparral right here. I'm trying to get into a position to snipe these, but I accidentally, you know, get it into position at the paw, so I move up the IHawk, but then it gets fucking rocketed by a rocket plane. So now I don't have any AA over here. And the one in the middle isn't being supplied, because of course, why not? I try to do a little cheeky push over here, but I run into that 2A3 I didn't kill from earlier. Probably should have kept pressing it, but whatever. That's a bit tragic, I get sniped by that. Trying my best to stop this stuff. There's a lot of stuff I killed through here. I could really use this CV command in this zone like yesterday. Just sort of keep the tick going. I'm up by like a decent amount, but it's not like overwhelming per se. Trying to make a push push over here, but it's not going so well. I just have all the garrison from before, right? Oh, and I cheekily try to do like a little smoke play over here. Got a nice mortar, gonna scout ahead with a dragon, and I'll shove a CV in there and quarter camp it. Just sort of keep up the tick, keep up the pressure, make him think that even when he's ahead, he's still down. You know, you gotta be psychological about it. That's a bit of sad, but whatever. Bring up another IHOC. I finally bring over a CV. I really could have just moved this one over though. This is the thing about this map, is you get very lane, like narrow focused. Trying to get some cheeky side shots on that, but I'm very slow to get that CV over there, but I'm getting in it now. It's a bit tragic. This 2A4 is kind of fucking me up here a little bit. And I feel like I'm gonna lose this chaparral to that 2A4. Why, of course I am. Why wouldn't I? It's just bad micro. I don't like the roads so much on this map. I'm very out of practice. I'm very bad at microing my units around. Got more of an infantry spam going on here. Just gotta hunker down some more. Still being cheeky with that. Got a +3 going on. I'm having to move this IHOC around to take out this fucking PA, right? I'm gonna retreat my Abrams. Of course, I wants to shoot the fucking the AA, right? I had a chance to get a side shot on this 2A4 with the Rangers, but I just wasn't microing right. I was trying to take out this fucking PA thing so I could bring my Abrams up, right? Of course, I shoot at it and misses. Classic. Why wouldn't it? Able to get a stun on that. I haven't been playing very good air control. Like, I have 2 cards of clusters and then the seeds, but I haven't really been using the seeds like at all. I really could have been using them earlier to take out the roll-ons and focus on these AA, especially in the middle here. But whatever. I just got an Abrams spam of my own going on. I unfortunately don't micro my other one, and I get it killed. A bit tragic, but whatever. Three Abrams, I was just missing, because why not? But classic side shot from the toe 2, saving my bacon here. He just keeps spamming these paws. I think he's got like 2 cards of these. Of course I don't have any of my AA, I lose my IHOC, I'm assuming from his like arty or something. Or just like bad line of sight. I bring up a Pbatt, but that's not gonna save me. There's just 3 of them. Yeah, I got 4 Abrams tanks right there, just chilling, and I have to pull back because of fucking 3 paws. Absolutely frustrating. I could have wiped through all of this, but I'm having to give up the zone, and now he's bringing up Milan 2s. So it's gonna give him the advantage over there. Unfortunately, he won't tick up ahead just because of the. These are 1-pointers on the side, and the middle's 2, so he really needs to get to the middle or he's back, right? So he's starting to realize that as he's pushing across here, across the open, right? They're really being forced into a corner. I just kind of want to keep the CV alive as best I can. You just sort of delay, just suicidally. There's not really a reason to pull the CV out, to be honest with you. I'm just still keeping up the tick, right? I get pretty fed up with all these fucking pass, though, so I'll go ahead and kill that. And then I go ahead and bomb the roll in 3 with the cluster. This is what I should have been doing, like, all game long, but I haven't been. And we got, like, 6 minutes left, so, I've been dicking around a lot lately. Yeah, I pulled back some of the tanks. I don't really need them, you know, just chilling out here. I realized if he just, like, fast moves down the fucking road here into the zone, I'm kind of just, like, boned. So I just leave one Abrams, just sort of transition the rest of them to the middle here. If he tries to push into my back zone here, if worst comes to worst, I can just like push that over here or try to push across over into here or something, you know. The game is still afoot. There's so many like fucking points here in terms of everything like being +2 and +3. So like, there's still a lot to play for. I guess there's no +3. Yeah, I try to move up some tanks here to like try to cut off the road, but I'm accidentally moving him into position of like 2A3 here in the Jaguars. It was a bit tragic on me. I didn't realize how dangerous it was that I was doing, so I just lose a bunch of M60s there for free. We tried to move a CV around here into the back to like back cap, but I had the toe here to snipe that, so that didn't happen. Classic F-16 moment, runs out of missiles before it can kill anything. But yeah, he tried to get a CV into this corner, and I just sort of pulled everything I had. It was very convenient that at the exact same time I brought all those tanks, right? So I just sort of railroaded through his stuff here pretty quickly. Forced them back. Not really a whole lot more you can do, to be honest. Just doesn't have the infantry for pushing into the center here, right? And I'm just gonna put up infantry over here. Got this cut off, I think, pretty well. Not too concerned. It's really just like this back point here, and then like this back point over here. I'm really starting to run low, and it's kind of fucking up my units. But I got Rangers here. He doesn't have a CV, unfortunately, over here. He's got one coming up now, but that'll be a little bit of ways. It just took too long for him to get into the situation he needed. I'm just gonna classically spam out MP and engineers because that's really all I have left, and it's cheap and it's effective. I'm just gonna mop up all this stuff really easily. I do a charge across here with my command and my Abrams and a little Bradley here so I can see what's in front of me. Go ahead and I neutralize this. I'm gonna just keep on going back to the alpha point here and just decap this and just try to outrun his reinforcements. He's making an all Hail Mary play over here. Got an Abrams in a cheeky spot in the forest. He's got no recon. I keep reversing, so keeps losing line of sight on my tank here. I really don't want him to get into the zone though, so I kind of have to like engage him. Yeah, I'm already moving my CV, but get a side shot on that. Absolutely tragic. We go ahead and we get a side shot on that one as well. The command is slowly moving it in. Yeah. I had a black dot covering the junction here, so I knew I could continue to like maneuver my guys. I was gonna pull back all my tanks to the center and just send the CV tanks suicidally into the back line. But yeah, that's game 3 there. Very well played from my opponent. It was very like back and forth. I think he pushed me back, and I didn't think he was gonna on that one side. But the pause and the planes and the arty just hitting my Ironhawks and my AA constantly, and me just mismicroing. It was kind of shooting myself in the foot, and I just kept hemorrhaging on my own helis and not really utilizing my own air power effectively and correctly. But my tank game went really well besides that, though. You see here, it was, yeah. Abrams are getting a lot of value anyway. That's a bit tragic. Yeah, just my 2 AE-10s I lost at the start. That's not ideal. Yeah. I lost so many planes. I lost all my F-16 clusters. I kept like suiciding them onto like tanks to stun them, so my own tanks could like win the engagements. Which like it went great, but a lot of the time I just wasn't able to confirm the kills on the 2 A3s, and it just ended up being more of a grind than what it really needed to be. I really needed like the numbers to be able to just like have the recon and Q move forward into them and just wipe them out. But classic leopard thing, right? Is I think they're like the fastest tanks in the game, so you can't really just chase them down, right? They're pretty much like always get away if somebody's playing right. But yeah, that was an absolute slog. So that's the quarters. I guess this means I'll be moving on to the semis, right? And that'll be fun. That'll be another best of 3. This was all played in the same day as the quarters and the semis, so it's quite the fun. Yeah. So anyway, though, hope you guys see you guys in the next one. Take care.